Hello everyone, today I am at St Mary's Cockfield, an old church in the village of Cockfield in southwest Durham. Now the first ever video I did on this channel was here back in August last year, and it was like a practice one, and I was driving home, I hadn't worked out the camera and I was just waffling, to be honest. So I've always wanted to come back. Sadly the sun has just gone in. It was a lovely day over here. I'm on the way back to Sunderland, so I thought I'd pop in. But look at that side, all the snowdrops and crocuses are starting to flower. Now this is one of the best kept churchyards in the whole of the northeast. I say, well, I'm only half true, because the original churchyard is absolutely perfect. As you can see here, it's got one of the finest collections of old graves. By that I mean ones from the 1700s, very early 1800s. But sadly the extension at the back is now a horse's field, which you can't get into. Well, you can, but you get chased off by two little aggressive horses. So I'll try and go in here without standing on any of the flowers. But like, look at that. Just initials: AB, JB, HB, WB, LB. My granddad's a Blackett, and he was born a couple of miles away over at Buttonall. And his ancestor, Cuthbert Blackett, I believe, was a churchwarden here in the 1700s. I think it was Fortham's great-grandfather or something. It's quite a big village, Cockfield. There used to be the pit not far away. I think I'm going to eat some chickens. Right, look at that. I love these old ones. That's members of the Dixon. Jeremiah, Cockfield is famous as the birthplace of Jeremiah Dixon, who created the Mason-Dixon line over in the United States when he and another guy went across mapping. So if you think of Dixieland and all that sort of stuff, the name comes from Jeremiah Dixon of Cockfield. I like that, how they couldn't fit it in, so they just put Octob and then stuck an R at the top. And you can tell it's an old one. Here lie deposited the remains of Peter Dixon. There's a bit of Latin there. But like, look at this one here. This is 1810. But members of the Hopper family. Absolute brilliant condition. But look at these ones here. Here lieth the body of John. I've got my torch, have I? New batteries as well. Just still haven't worked out what you bloody use. Here lieth the body of John, son of George. I think that is old. Might be Alderson. Alderson's a common name up Teesdale. But these are the old ones. Look at that. Distinct shape. There's a whole, they're all laid out in rows as well. And if I remember, there's a lovely epitaph in here. So that one's just like a stone column. See what I meant about the old style. Like that. Lots of daffodils. I think that one is either, could be Thomas or somebody Cock or Cook, 1734. What's that? 300 years. I think the sun might be coming out. It's a sim I've never seen before. In memory sacred to the memory of Richard Huart, Huart, clerk of this parish, 43 years. Here, signed Here resigned this life in hope of a blessed resurrection to the mercy of the Redeemer on the 3rd day of December 1802, aged 70 years. But then down here it's got also of John Hewitt, so I don't know if that's just a coincidence that the surname's similar and that the spelling's changed over a couple of generations. But sometimes when you read them out, if you see there, the resigned, it's got the old style S, the looks more like an F. And that's a cool one. He lieth the Thomas, son of Thomas Graham. And we've got down here, and Ara Smith, 1753, age 77. A little fair. Oh, the horses might not be in. Oh no, they are. There they are, look. There's 3 in that today. But, look at that church. Absolutely beautiful. Right on the edge of Cockfield. There is a more, in the end of I think it was about 1870, 1880. A new cemetery was built on the fell, about 400 or 500 metres away. It's quite picturesque. I've done a video on that. My great grandparents are buried there. Hello. You're very protective, aren't you, of that field? I've been visiting here probably 8-9 years, and I've always wanted to get in because look at all those headstones over there. My 3 times great grandfather, George McGlaughlin, I believe my only direct answer, was born in Sunderland, is buried in there. I don't think there is a headstone, but stand back, don't bite us. As you can see, probably maybe 100 or so headstones all along the back wall, down there, and they're along here. Don't let anybody in, do you? That's for Pickersgill. That's a family burial ground. Look how big that is with the urns. Be careful, there's snowdrops everywhere. So even along here lies the body. And there's one to perpetuate the memory of William Moody, excise officer who died September the 12th, 1797, just 24 years. Ralph Hodgson. Now this is a beautiful one. Here lies interred expecting a blessed resurrection on the mortal part of Martin Coltman, who died 21st of December 1795, aged 53, and also Ruth Coltman, wife of the Buff. She died 1834, aged 88. Millfield Grange, let's play some. At the bottom there it's got also the above named Magdalen Bales, who died March 11th, 1890, aged 52 years, and was interred in cemetery number 70. So there's a clue to a grave number across the cemetery. Mentions of. There is a more recent church over at Linesack, which is just next to Buttonall. Staindrop's only probably 3 mile away. That's got its own. Still watching us. And look at this one. Death for a time, friends do separate. We hope to meet again in a better state. I think it's. Can't read that first. First word. It's a lovely epitaph. This is on the reverse of the head, so. All something that's hard to read that. See what I mean? Look, they're keeping an eye on me because they know I want to go in there. They seem to last, I don't know how long ponies like to last for, but they seem to be lasting a long time. Oh, look at that one. And this is the one which I think that's on already epitaph out on, isn't it? Yeah. So, and it's got on the top 1751 and the skull and crossbones, so a bit memento mori, remember? You must die. Get the money's worth on that one. Another Alderson. But if you think some churchyard you visit, another Alderson. Thomas Kellett of Woodland. Kellett's a popular local name. And that's Ralph Bradley of Cockfield. See, if you look across there, laid out perfectly. Right, come down here and watch them. These horses will follow you. Now, sacred to the memory of Mary Stannock, daughter of Andrew and Mary Stannock of Cockfield, who died June the 16th, 1800, I think it's 5 or 3, aged 10 years. Too muddy to get in there anyway. I've been in once, I got in for about a minute or so down the bottom end. Next thing you know, they come hurtling down. Even if you try and distract them, one will keep guard while the other one keeps an eye on you. Loads of snowdrops. As you can see, there's some of the headstones are on this side of the wall. It's a shame whose bright idea it was to take all the headstones down, place them against the wall, and then let it off as a horse's field. There'll be people in the village who have ancestors buried in that. Look. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's about 12, 13 headstones just in that particular part. Now we've got more and more headstones. Now these are the stunning, this one here. Look at that. Sacred to the memory of George Chisholm, who died March 20th, 1784. It's 76 he was born. Is that 76? Oh, 1708. Hodgson, another one, intricate. We've even got this old door. Reminds me about a little bit like the one I saw at Walkworth the other day. I think Cockfield Pit, was it called Gordon House or something, might have been over here, so there's probably a few victims of mining disasters buried here. It's a shame that one's slightly faded, but look at that. The skill just to carve one of these. Look at that, the sun's coming out as well. Perfect. I will be taking some photos after I've done the video, which will probably be on Beautiful Britain later on today, because the ones I put on about the Quarantine Hill this morning, they are on. There we are. Bishop Auckland's probably about 7 miles over that way. We're going back that way soon. A few more older ones down here as well. Look at that one, just initials CG and MG, and numbers 1724. And then another Here lies, I think that must be William Hodge, so there's probably Hodgson, or yes, because they've carried it on to the next line, who died. And there they've just got the DYD, I think that looks, April 18th, 1749. I think that looks like 53 years old. So, it's just beautiful little burial ground and church. There's more headstones around here. There must be thousands of people buried in here. More Dixons. Oh, there's a false crypt. Well, that's come away. Hopefully there isn't anybody buried in that space and it is false and it's down, because that would open up the grave. George Lindsley of Cockfield, still a few Lindsleys around the area. In memory of George Lindsley of Cockfield, who was fatally injured by the falling of a cage at New Copley Colliery, December the 12th, 1872, aged 49 years, also Alice's wife. So she died after this churchyard was closed, and she's buried at number 450 or 456 at the cemetery. It's very helpful. I don't often see that where people put on graves the cemetery number of somewhere else. There's a Danson. Brumwell. Now, Simpson Walker of Cockfield. I have Simpson and Walker ancestors from over Buttonall area, so I might have been one of their part of that family. It's the village of Cockfield. There's a nice little war memorial just further up. I think the brother of my great grandmother was called James Priestley. He died in the Great War. He's remembered on that. He'd emigrated to Australia, came back to fight. He lost his life. I'll leave you with a last shot of those two horses. Right, I'm off now. I'm going to leave you alone. So, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, and if you want to, click on the subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.